Alright, yo, am I live? Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't on PS5. Let me see. Hey, okay, yeah, I'm live. I'm doing what the peasants cannot. Stacking up the money. The real money, not the cash, not the fake paper money. The real money. Hold on one sec, I'm just setting the thumbnail for the stream. Always gotta do that. Because they don't let you set it before you go live, you have to set it after you go live. What a genius system. Alright. They don't let you set it before you go live. Hold on one sec. Alright, we got a thumbnail now. Aslan, get off me.
So, are you getting used to your new abilities?
I'll be getting used to them forever.
Fair enough. We can't be sure you're even mortal anymore.
What? I was just exaggerating. What do you mean I might not be mortal? Nev? Nev!
Oh yeah, she got powers in the last stream. I can tell I have the fidelity mode on because it looks so laggy. It's not worth it. I like performance mode way more. See, look how much more smooth it gets. But yeah, she got some weird ass powers in the last stream. Start quest. I don't even know what's really going on in the story. The only thing I understand is that we gotta fight some elf gods.
In the middle of nowhere?
Where the first warden won't notice. But if they don't listen...
What's that?
Your distraction worked. Could have said it when we were farther away.
Désolé, I didn't say it was a good plan. Ah, you made it! Harding, we meet again.
Antoine, Evka, you look well.
And you must be Rook. Heard some colorful things about you.
Thanks for showing up. I'm not surprised. All true? All true, I guess.
And they're all true.
And you want what from us?
The elven gods are changing the blight. Darkspawn too. There was a village, Demetta's Crossing. They overran it with the blight in a snap. We saw the aftermath.
Whatever they're planning, it's bad. And if it involves the blight, we need warden help.
A change. Manipulation. That could explain. But...
You believe me?
that the elven gods are here, and it's a lot to accept. But we've been looking into oddities with the blight ourselves. It's altered. I can feel it. And your story.
A lot lines up.
Please, we want to help. You've got to trust Harding, then do something about it.
Then make the rest of the wardens see it. The world won't wait for your stubborn boss.
Some of the rumors about you were true.
If the first warden believes that village was an aberration, or that it did not happen as you say...
We're not exactly the first warden's favorites. Your word and our theories won't win the whole order.
So what do we do?
If the Darkspawn are changing, Davrin might help. Even among wardens, he's known as a monster hunter. He got pulled on a mission. Not sure what, but it's farther into the mountains. We can get you a rough location.
I married someone with good advice. You find Davrin, and we'll keep after the blight.
I appreciate this. You won't regret this. I appreciate this.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us if this works out.
Travel safely. We'll be in touch.
Sounds good. I don't even know who these people are, but okay. The story in this game is kind of boring.
Well, I'd say we found the camp. So did some darkspawn, looks like.
The fire's still going.
Were they ambushed?
I don't care, just give me a boss fight. That's all I care about. Ooh, what's that? It's like a gargoyle or some shit. A mini griffin. A griffin. Oh, see, look, I was right. It is a griffin. A griffin?
I'll be damned. A griffin.
Trouble is, he's not sure what you are. Neither am I.
Rook. Evka and Antoine sent us. We're looking for Davrin.
You found him. Mind telling me why you smell like darkspawn? Griffins hunt darkspawn.
I actually don't know. You're being hunted? It's not us. It's not us, yeah.
We don't smell that bad. It's the tent.
Light? Where are Lancet and Remy?
The camp was empty when we got here.
Did a PlayStation survive?
Yeah, it did. I was actually going to post a video on that, bro. PlayStation sucks. So they give you a report of all your crash reports you've sent, and I got this PlayStation December 25th, right? Christmas. So I've had it not even 3 months, almost 3 months. And I've already sent in like 30 different crash reports in 3 months. So I'm averaging like every couple days one crash report. That's how bad PlayStation is. Pretty terrible.
We can help.
Try to keep up.
Yeah, I'm going to upload that YouTube short here.
He's got a scent. Follow the squawks.
I thought griffins were extinct.
We want the world to think that. It's why you're training in the middle of nowhere. Hassan, don't get so far ahead.
Take that as a no.
If he even listens.
Oh, I got some heartwood. That stuff is good for upgrading. Bro, I'm even bigger than I thought I was on YouTube. The other day when I was out, there was someone, when I was walking, there was someone on the street who recognized me from YouTube. I was like, what the fuck? That's never happened to me in my life. They were nice. They're just like, hey. I'm like, yo, what's up? They're like, King Blasey. They knew who I was. It's kind of weird. Maybe YouTube just recommending my videos to people in my city? I don't know. That's the first time that's ever happened to me, though, that I've been recognized from shit online by someone that I don't know. Yeah, they need to make more boss fights in this game. That's my biggest complaint about this game. The storyline kind of sucks, but when there's boss fights, it's pretty fun. But there's very few boss fights in this game.
He spotted something.
I wonder what those are supposed to be. Pure ore, common material. Interesting. My headset battery life fucking sucks. Even while I have it plugged in, it's telling me that it's dying.
I have not seen growth since I started posting political crap, as they are not pushing the content, mostly Canadian, but I don't care.
Half right.
There's no time for half wrong. Hassan, we're looking for live darkspawn.
He understands.
Not sure he understands anything but dinner. Keep on it, Hassan. They're around here somewhere.
Yeah, it's true, bro. They don't like political content. Before Donald Trump was elected, I made fun of people who are like worshipping Donald Trump, and I was making a funny video about how people are gonna go crazy when Donald Trump wins, and that video didn't get very many views. So yeah, I don't really post political shorts. People like my food content. And another thing too that I realized, I think even like my buddy's mom, like the guy that passed away, that I posted one of my old memories of him the other day. She wasn't following me on Instagram, but I was following her on Instagram, and she made me unfollow her. Like she like removed me as a follower or something. I just realized like a couple hours ago. So I think she's seen the video I posted. I don't know why she did that though. Maybe she doesn't like me posting about her son. It's like, I'm just posting old memories, bro. I don't know, if she has a problem, she could have told me, but no. So it's whatever. She wasn't even following me on Instagram. I was following her.
2 years ago I deleted my original channel that was gaming and tech, has 124k subs, but it got too stressful and took too much time, so I saw.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, see, if I get any more like famous, quote unquote, I'm not famous, but like, if I get any more famous than what I am now, I mean, I might stop using this channel. I might move to another channel. I don't think I'll delete this channel, but because in the past I had another channel that had this many subs.
Well, work, and what I got in return was not worth it.
Yeah, I'm not even getting paid for this channel because YouTube banned me for monetization. But yeah, I might just move to another channel one day. Because I had a channel before that was this big in 2019 where I'd rap. I made rap songs and it had over 1,000 subs, and I didn't delete it. I purposely got it removed because I showed some porn on stream because I wanted to get that channel removed. So I wanted to fuck with people, and I started live streaming, and this live stream had like 50 live viewers on it, and I started showing porn, and I got my channel removed. That was the original Lil Blasey channel from 2019. But 124,000 subs, crazy. I've never had a channel with that many subs. You could have got that play button. What's up, Tony R?
I had over 20,000 videos, but well, I am perfectly happy with my 500-ish subs, and I don't even try or put any effort into it.
That's true. That's so true. When you're a kid, at least when I was a kid, you know, the dream is to become a famous YouTuber, right?
I do have a play button for it.
Nice job. Yeah, see, when I was a kid, when I was 12 and stuff, my dream was to be a YouTuber and be famous on YouTube. But once you get older and you kind of get an audience and stuff, and you realize like this is so overrated, you do not want to be famous. Being famous sucks. I've never been famous. I'm not saying I am famous, but you don't want to be famous is what I'm saying.
But I had my channel well since YouTube started.
Oh yeah, so you made it like 2005, 2006. You had one of the OG channels.
How do we get up that?
Griffins have been training for this sort of thing. Let's see if Hassan was paying attention.
Now, there's a reason why child actors are fucked up. It's not just because Hollywood's fucked up. It's because being famous is fucked up. And when you're a kid, you don't realize the consequences of being famous. You think being famous would be cool because everybody likes you and blah, blah, blah. Like whatever you think when you're a kid, right? But once you grow up and realize that like not everyone likes you, and being famous doesn't actually have any benefits. It just has a bunch of downsides. The only upside to being famous is you get money. But there's plenty of other ways to make money without getting famous.
Took a long time to get them numbers, but because I was Canadian, I was never pushed by YouTube.
Yeah, I've noticed that about YouTube. They only push Canadian YouTubers to other Canadians, which is why I think someone recognized me on the street the other day, because they're probably pushing my content to people in my city.
Hassan, hit that!
Oh.
Impressive. Did you teach him that?
No, Lance and Remy did. They're the Griffin Whisperers.
So you're the bodyguard.
Griffins are the Warden's greatest legacy. Someone has to protect them.
Being famous is the equivalent of having a sign plastered to your back that says, PLZ give me attention. I had a good run, it was fun, now I am happy.
That's a really good analogy, Tony R, yeah. Yeah, like being famous, there's just way too many downsides to it, and the only upside I see is money. But there's so many other ways to make money. Like, I'm making good money right now, and I don't make any money from YouTube.
Very true to Tony R.
I've never made a single penny from this YouTube channel. I made money from YouTube when I was like 13 years old. Before they had the YouTube partner program, you could just contact like companies and stuff, and they could get you monetized on YouTube. Because there was like the company I used when I was a kid, when I was 13, to get money on YouTube was called STEM Digital. You know how you remember how YouTubers back in the day used to have all that machinima stuff in their profile? Say you're the Canadian Proud. I'm sure you know this because you're a YouTube OG. But back in the day, you could use, I forget what they're called, but like things like machinima to get. There was no YouTube partner program at this time, and used things like machinima and stuff to get advertisers on YouTube. And what I used was something called STEM Digital. It was for smaller creators, and that's how I got paid on YouTube when I was like 13, 14. But I've never made any money from this channel. I'll never make any money from this channel. YouTube banned me.
I remember Machinima.
Yeah, machinima. Yeah. Yeah, that's why all the YouTubers had that machinima thing before their videos, is because that's who was paying them. There was no YouTube partner program at that time, right? I think the YouTube partner program started in what, 2017, 2016, maybe 2015. One of those years. But yeah, back in like 2012, 2013, 2014, it was. You had to get a partnership with one of these companies, and the company I used was called STEM Digital.
Remy, where are you hurt? Everywhere. A monster came out of nowhere. Darkspawn were following it. Once it went out.
It's back?
Davrin, remember. A light touch. Hassan's still learning.
You're the trainer.
Not anymore.
We have to keep going. Let's get through here. Those two statues are the spare key. Line up the symbols.
What did you mean by it's back?
Something stalking Grey Wardens. We call it the Gloom Hunt. I'm hunting it. Started happening 7, 8 months ago. Darkspawn obey it. It's some kind of hold over them.
We used all kinds of advertising agents back then, but most of us got our money direct from contracts.
Yeah, see, I don't know how that stuff worked, but I just know I partnered with STEM Digital. It was pretty cool back in the day how I got approved to get partnered with this company. And you know, a couple hours ago, I felt really bad that like Joel's mom, my buddy, she made me unfollow her on Instagram. But I was thinking about it because it's just like damn, I felt bad. But then I was thinking about it. It's like, you know, for the past year and a half since Joel passed away, like I felt really sad about Joel passing and stuff. But I realized it's just like, well, maybe they didn't really even like me that much, and it kind of just makes me feel better, because like if Joel and his mom and them didn't really like me, then like why do I even feel sad about it? You know, I shouldn't. I think I gotta make them point to each other. But yeah, another cool thing you could do back in 2019 on YouTube, which I did, I was like one of the original creators who did this, 2018, 2019, is you could partner with DistroKid.
Companies would reach out to us and pay us to do advertising, but now YouTube is forcing everyone to pay part of contract to them, and it is.
Oh yeah, you're talking about sponsorships. Yeah. They still do sponsorships on YouTube. I didn't know YouTube was forcing people to pay a cut though. That's news to me. But yeah, sponsorships, they still do that on YouTube. But yeah, back in 2018, 2019, you can still do this, like using DistroKid or any music distribution platform. You can get the YouTube verification music logo next to your name if you partner with one of these like DistroKid or CD Baby and stuff like that. I was one of the original creators to do that. I had a verified music logo channel back in like 2018. I was like one of the original creators to do that. Because I think a lot of people these days know that you don't need to have a certain amount of subscribers to get verified on YouTube. But back then, everybody used to always ask me, how did you get verified? How did you get verified? It's like, bro, I just partnered with DistroKid. But I think most people know that the music logo is like nothing special these days. But back then, everybody thought it was something special. Griffin Ruins, this is called.
No time for hide and seek, Hassan. This is real.
How'd he get his name?
It's Elvin for Arrow. Elby grows into it.
That's funny because the past year and a half I felt really sad about Joel's death. It really hit me hard initially. I've kind of gotten used to it. It's still kind of unbelievable to me, but it's just funny because I remember Joel's mom saying she wants people to remember Joel and not to forget about him, because I mean he died at 21. He didn't even get to live half of his life, right? And I felt really sad about that and shit. And I thought I was like, you know, remembering him and sharing his memories, because he was a really good guy. At least when I knew him, he was a really good guy. But yeah, it's just funny. I guess she didn't want that or something, but it's not something I should get too in my head about, because yeah, if they didn't like me, then why do I feel sad about it? I shouldn't.
More dogs born here.
Lancet's trying to stop the Gloom. It's going after the other Griffins.
More? You're serious?
Whole family. Hassan's brothers and sisters.
Can tell you one thing, the video quality now versus back then, and how hard it was to convert videos and how long it took to upload. I don't.
Oh yeah, that's true, bro. I used to stream back in. I used to have an Elgato game capture back in 2013, 2014. I used to stream on YouTube. You can go back to it's not my original channel, but it's one of my older channels. I can share the link if you want. But I used to stream in 480p, and when I found out you could stream in 720p, 30 FPS, I was amazed. I was like, 720p, 30 FPS, you can stream in HD? YouTube doesn't even consider 720p HD anymore. But back then, that was like high definition. That was really good quality. 30 FPS, 720p. And the bitrate was super low too, which is funny because now I can stream on my laptop in 1440p, double the quality, 60 FPS, double the FPS, and my bitrate is like 30 to 50,000, which the bitrate back then I think was like 1 to 2,000. So like over 10 times the bitrate, double the FPS, and double the quality. And I'm not even on fiber optic yet, right? Imagine if I get that fiber optic hooked up. I could probably stream in 2160, 120 FPS. I don't think YouTube allows 120 FPS yet though. But with fiber optic, if they started to allow 120 FPS, I could probably stream in like 8K, 120 FPS, bitrate of like 50,000. because OBS only allows a maximum bitrate of 51,000. So I can't up the bitrate. But if YouTube starts allowing 120 FPS footage, which they should soon, because I think the next iPhone should be able to do 120 FPS, is what I heard. So once the iPhones start doing 120 FPS, YouTube might start allow 120 FPS. So yeah, that fiber optic would be insane. That's why I haven't hooked it up yet, because I'm already on the best plan for my cable, and sure, it's not even close to as good as fiber optic, but my cable plan is still really good. My Wi-Fi is better than most people, even on cable, because I got the best plan.
I have Starlink and damn it's fast as hell and good price.
Yeah, I heard Starlink is good for farms and stuff, but Starlink is still probably slower than my internet. My internet's pretty good, and Starlink's definitely slower than fiber optic. But yeah, I heard Starlink's good for farms, because I used to live on an acreage. Like I said, my dad owned a welding company, and we lived on like a $2 million acreage. It was a really nice acreage, super nice, and the Wi-Fi out there was shit. My dad was a dick. He would never give me access to Wi-Fi anyways, but the Wi-Fi out there was shit. We needed some type of special Wi-Fi, and Starlink didn't exist back then. Keep in mind, this is like 2015. So yeah, we had really shitty Wi-Fi, and my dad would never let me use the Wi-Fi. My dad was a dick. That's why I don't talk to my dad anymore. My dad was fucking terrible. I haven't talked to my dad in like 6 or 7 years. Like, it's funny because I went to a science and technology school. Even in 2015, they gave us Chromebooks. It was kind of like Chromebooks. They're laptops, right? But you get the Chromebooks at the start of the year. They would give you Chromebooks. You check them out like a book from the library. They would put a barcode on it and stuff, and you'd have to return it at the end of the year. But they'd give us Chromebooks, so none of our homework was on paper. We needed to do all of our homework on Google Docs and through Google Drive. And my dad wouldn't give me access to the internet, so I couldn't even do my homework. He would get drunk every night. He would go crazy, and he would fucking be like, "Why aren't you doing your homework? Do your fucking homework." I'm like, "I can't do my homework. I don't have access to the Wi-Fi." He's like, "You don't need fucking Wi-Fi. Where's the paper?" Like he's like old school. He had no idea. I needed internet to do my fucking homework, and he just couldn't wrap his head around this. He thought I was trying to trick him to watch YouTube or some shit. So he would, every night we'd get in conflicts. He'd want me to do my homework, and I can't do my fucking homework without Wi-Fi, but he doesn't want to give me Wi-Fi. I don't like my dad. That's why I haven't talked to him in a long ass time.
That sounds cheery.
My dad loved Johnny Cash for some reason. I hurt myself today. Like, he loved fucking Johnny Cash. I don't know what was up with that. Johnny Cash isn't bad, but like, I think that was like his favorite artist.
I get 300 height and 400 millibars per second. The average in Canada is only 200. It's impressive. I just hate it supporting Elon, but TLS is coming out with a N.
I like supporting Elon. Everybody hates Elon these days, but I mean, I think what Elon's doing is fucking stupid, but I don't hate him for it. Like, the whole Doge shit I hate, because obviously I'm invested in gold and silver, and if the government saves money, that's gonna help save inflation, right? So I'm not a fan of Elon either, but like, I don't hate the guy. Seems like a lot of people hate him these days. I don't like that Doge shit. He really should have just stuck to Tesla. I hate those fucking paper straws too, because they make your soda. If the paper straw sits in the soda for more than 30 minutes, the soda starts to taste weird.
There's a blight.
The wardens told you this?
I told them. But your first warden doesn't want our help.
He's a stubborn one.
The blue power wants the griffins. Why?
The real question's how it knows about them.
Why do they want the griffins? Hold on one sec. I need to get my fan from my bedroom. It's fucking hot in here. It's dumb. My apartment either blasts the heaters because
I saw you play Genshin earlier. What other gaches you jam?
I don't know what's the point of fucking having a thermostat in my apartment if they don't let me control it, because they either blast my heat or they just turn it off. I don't have control over my heaters, so right now they're blasting the heat. So it's always either too hot in my place or too cold. Right now it's too hot. I prefer too hot over too cold, but I still don't like too hot. I'd like if I had control over my fucking thermostat, please. Like, what's the point of having one if I don't have control over it? Alright, let's get this fan on me. It's fucking hot in here. I saw you play Genshin earlier. What other gachas you jam? I played quite a few, like Zenless Zone Zero and stuff. I didn't like Zenless Zone Zero too much, but one of the other ones I like is Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves is really fun. But Genshin Impact's probably the best gacha game I played. Unless you consider Clash of Clans gacha. I used to play that shit back in like 2012, 2013. My Clash of Clans account.
I like being able to stream in 2160 all day long in 10 middle of the forest if I wanted to, but most games really don't go pop.
Yeah, past 1440p. My monitor's only 1440p, so streaming in 2160p wouldn't even matter because I'm playing this game. I can on the PS5, even though I'm playing this in 1440p, it only lets you stream in 1080p, and they don't let you adjust the bitrate. The PS5 fucking sucks, guys. Like, if you're fucking 12 years old, I think the PS5 is good for you. It's very basic. You're not gonna adjust any of the bitrate or anything because you're fucking 12. But if you're a grown-ass man and you want to adjust the settings and do your own shit and stream and, you know,
1080 is more than enough, to be honest.
Not in my opinion. Ever since I started playing games in 1440p, I would never want to go back to 1080. If I went back to 1080, it'd feel like such a major downgrade. But see, the problem, 1080 is enough. The problem with PS5 is the bitrate.
No, for streaming. Yeah,
for streaming 1080p, I agree. It's good, but the problem on PS5 is the bitrate. That's why when see this shit, when you move the camera and stuff, you can barely see the words and stuff. That's because of the bitrate.
No gaming in under 1440 is as low as I will go.
Yeah, same here.
I play at 4K and it's such a game changer.
Native 4K? If you're on the PC, native 4K, but...
I'm on Wuthering only ATM, and a little Zenless. Wuthering Waves is like Genshin, but most of the QOL stuff Genshin players have been ASCII. You do need a beefy PC.
Yeah, I'm thinking of getting a PC here soon. I want to get a 5070. I want my GPU to be a 5070. I think that'll be enough to game at 4K, 60 FPS. I don't really care about anything above 4. It's funny because in a couple of years I'll probably be saying I can't play in anything under 120 FPS. But as of right now, 60 FPS looks really smooth to me. Because if I play this game, I remember back when I thought 30 FPS was a lot, right? But if I put this game in fidelity mode on the PS5 here, it'll turn it to 30 FPS. And now whenever I play in 30 FPS, it looks so laggy. Like 30 FPS to me now looks like 10 FPS. What 10 FPS used to look to me. This looks so fucking choppy and laggy to me. You know what I mean? I can't play in 30 FPS anymore. But 60 FPS still looks really nice and smooth to me. I like 60 FPS.
The 50s are an AI upscaling gimmick. The 4090 will be way more than enough to handle 4K 60.
Yeah, but the 4090 is like $1,500.
I rather love to do 4K, but I am off-grid or on solar, so elite laptops are my best solution. My liquid-cooled laptop takes too much juice as is.
Yeah. Wait, so your power grid, like, are you gonna blow a breaker if you get a PC? Because yeah, some of those PCs can go well over 1,000 watts. I had a mining rig when I was 16 that I built myself. It had 9 GPUs. That thing took up like 3,000 or 4,000 watts. The power bill for it, the PC alone was like $400 a month. That's why I had to get rid of it after 2 months. Even though it was mining like $2,000 a month, it was taking up like $400 a month in power. But luckily during that time in 2017, there was the GPU mining shortage, so I was able to build that PC and sell it for a profit. So I was able to mine on it for 2 months, and then I sold it for like $1,000 profit. So it was pretty good. It's crazy looking back at those old Snapchat memories though, bro, because fucking seeing even though it was mining like $50 or $60 a day back then, when you got to think that was in Bitcoin. So $50-$60 a day in Bitcoin back in 2017, 2018. Holy shit, that's like...
No, when sun goes down I am on batteries and I have large power bank like monstrous, and with everything we have running it does not last long.
Yeah, that GPU mining rig was mining like $500 to $600 a day in today's Bitcoin's prices. Yeah, that makes sense. You go on batteries at nighttime. Oh shit.
That was the last one.
Good shit. See, we need more fighting like that, less story.
Body. Over there. Under the black oil.
Less story, more fighting.
Lance, I want this thing's head on. Alright.
Is that the guy who trains the griffins? Oh, a boss fight? Whoa, shit, what the fuck are those?
Exploding darkspawn?
Yeah, these things explode.
This light's different. Everything's wrong.
Shit's crazy, bro.
I can hear the other friends. Let's get in there.
Money on my mind, money on my mind. Can't get off the grind. I got money on my mind. It's crazy too with all the money I got coming in. Imagine if I was also making money off YouTube here. I wouldn't be making a whole lot, but probably at least like $50 a month. I'll just put that shit in silver.
Have to get them out of there.
Can't. Some kind of blood magic on these locks. It's okay, Alice. Calm down. You two rotate. We'll come back for both of us.
Yeah, my channel, guys. I'm 200,000 views away from a million views on this channel.
If I had the power, I would love to build a dual Ryzen 5090 system.
I don't know. I heard that the Ryzens are cheaper and better than Intel, but I don't know. I'm an Intel guy, bro. I've been building PC since I was 15, 16, and I've always gone with Intel. I don't think I could ever go with anything else. Oh shit, that did so much damage. Yeah, you do not want to be caught in one of those explosions, huh? Oh. What the fuck? Frenzied ogre. Okay, well, I wanted a boss fight, and now I'm kind of regretting wanting a boss fight, because that thing looks like it's going to be insanely hard. And I only got 3 potions. Oh. God damn. Come on, man. Come on.
Intel has stability issues now. I miss the old days with the Cyrex plus Lowell used to overclock the crap out of them.
Really? They have stability issues? Well, you don't really need to overclock them, do you? I've never been too into overclocking. Like, I've messed around with overclocking, but I've never been too into it because, you know, sometimes you just crash your PC while you're trying to overclock. It's so fucking annoying. I just don't really mess around with overclocking. Especially CPUs. Especially CPUs.
I never had stability issues with Intel Plus.
Yeah, me neither. Oh! Oh shit! Shit, 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 shit! Potion! Sometimes it takes a second to drink a potion, which is not good. Bro, that 9-card mining rig was so cool I had back in the day. I wish GPU mining was still a thing. I really wish GPU mining, ever since
Ethereum forum I stumbled upon on Steam, people complain about performance issues on their AMD Plus and GPS now.
Oh, really? Yeah, I miss those mining days, bro. Like, if you weren't there during the 2017 mining days, 2016, 2017, 2018, even 2019, you won't understand what I'm talking about, but holy shit. It was so cool. Like, having this thing that looks like an alien spaceship in your room. I mean, it kind of sounds like a jet engine, but it heats your fucking room, and it looks like a fucking alien space engine that you built yourself, and it's making you a shit ton of money. You'll never understand how cool that is unless you were there. It was so cool.
I never used to have issues either, but AMD has some advantages over Intel right now, but still waiting on the results of the new i9 SM.
Yeah, I've never gone with an i9. i7 has always been good for me. i5s are shit, but i7s have always been good for me. i9s are more for like, you know, engineering shit is what I heard. It's not really for gaming. It obviously improves the performance, but not a whole lot.
AMD has not made a good GPU since 2008.
Well, what were the GPUs I had back in 2016? I didn't have NVIDIA GPUs for my mining rig. I had these really cool, what were they? I think they're called, it's funny because now they're called RTX for NVIDIA, but back then they were called GTX. But the cards I had back then were RX, I think 580s or 590s. This is back in like 2017. I had a whole They looked really cool. They were the ones with the red stripe. Yeah, the Radeon RX 580. I'm pretty sure that's AMD. Oh no, MSI. MSI. Yeah, I think it's AMD, but it's an MSI card by AMD on like AMD architecture, right? But yeah, I had the Radeon RX 580. I had 9 of them in 2017 for my mining rig that I built myself. You'll never understand how cool it was, bro. Having 9 video cards on a fucking mining rig. It literally looks like an alien engine. It looked like a fucking alien engine, and then having the fan spinning, the noise it makes, making you a shit ton of money. It's just mind-blowingly cool. It's so fucking cool.
They were the last advanced good GPUs.
The RX 580s? I mean, yeah, they were good cards. I'd never had one go out on me. Like back when I had my RTX 2070, that one blew on me within a month. I was mining on it, the RTX 2070. It blew out on me within a month. I had to send it back, and it took me months to get a new card from NVIDIA. That was an unstable card. That one, after just 1 month of mining, it blew out. Fucking garbage. Yeah, because I think the 20 series, it had a lot of VRAM issues. That's what I ran into. I was encountering artifacting, it's called. I had VRAM issues with my GPU. The VRAM blew out because I was mining on it within a month. It's like a fucking $1,200 card, $1,200 or $1,300. I don't know. I think I paid over $1,000 just for that video card. Never mind the entire PC. It was a nice gaming PC. That's what I wasted all my Bitcoin money on in 2018. Back when Bitcoin went back down to $3,000, I could have bought like 2 or 3 Bitcoins. Instead, I bought this really nice gaming PC that I built myself.
When I got into computers, we used to solder parts into them, and we used cassettes, not discs.
Cassettes? Those things only have like kilobytes of storage, right? I'm pretty sure cassettes have like really small storage capabilities, and the kilobytes possibly just like a couple megabytes. Very, very small storage.
So it can take.
I'll spill mine before that happens.
And I'll collect Morgan on both of you.
Try it.
Yeah?
It's funny because nowadays we complain about the PlayStation 5 only having 800 gigabytes. when back in like the 80s, 800 gigabytes would have costed like trillions of dollars. Not even an exaggeration. To have 800 gigabytes, it'd be trillions of dollars. Like in the 80s, like 40 years ago. That's how much. And nowadays we complain about only getting 800 gigabytes in a PlayStation. But 40 years ago, people would have fucking dreamed about having 800 gigabytes.
Let's give it a go.
Mortal threats are a dull blade.
Back in the 80s, we were lucky to gain 20 megabytes at best.
Maybe I'm thinking of the 70s then, because I was watching some videos not too long ago about how, I think it was the 60s, 70s. I thought it was the 80s, but it might have been the 60s or 70s, where storage used to be just on light bulbs, or like what were they called again? But they're not light bulbs, they're like compressed. It's like compressed air in something that looks like a light bulb, something like that. I don't know. Or those were the transistors of like the 60s and 70s and 80s. But the storage, I remember hearing that the storage was very, very small in the 80s. Like smaller than 20 megabytes. I heard it was in the kilobytes, right? I heard like 100 kilobytes in the 80s would have costed, it might have been the 60s or 70s, but 100 kilobytes would have costed like millions of dollars. And that's kilobytes, not megabytes, not gigabytes, kilobytes.
14 Griffins alive who think this. That monster just took 12 of them.
What if we could help get them back?
I'd ask, what's the catch?
In at 70s we were in kilobytes.
Alright, maybe I was thinking of the 70s then.
Warden agreed to this?
But a lot of the government computers still use those old cassettes and stuff, right?
Most computer only has 32 kilos.
Yeah, maybe I was thinking of the 70s then. But still, in the 80s, it was still really small. I heard, even in the 90s, you got to think that the current iPhones that they have out today are so much faster than the supercomputers they had in the 90s. And the supercomputers, those costed hundreds of millions of dollars, right? The supercomputers of the 90s. And the iPhones today are faster. You know, they're way smaller, way cheaper, and way faster than the supercomputers of the 90s. It's insane.
80s we started to see hard drives later on.
Okay, 80s is when the hard drives, okay. That makes sense. Because yeah, we still use hard drives. Like this video you're watching right now, the audio you're hearing, this is probably all going through a hard drive. Because I know YouTube does use SSDs and faster storage solutions, like solid slates and stuff, for more popular live streams and videos. But since this live stream only has 3 viewers on it right now, one of them is me. So I imagine this is probably being stored on a hard drive, what you're watching right now.
The first cell phones were faster than computers from the 80s.
That takes some nerve.
First wardens fighting the wrong war.
Well, you did say the song back then, so you know like it. And if you can help get the other Griffins back.
He likes the idea.
He's hoping you brought food. All right. Come on, son. Let's get to know our new friends.
Very good, very good.
My watch is faster than computers from the 80s, lol.
That's true, yeah. But I was talking about from the 90s, like supercomputers from the 90s. You know, supercomputers from the 90s. Like the iPhones today are faster. I'm not talking about regular computers, I'm talking about supercomputers, like government computers that they would purposely try to make as fast as possible, right? The iPhones we have today are faster than those computers, those supercomputers. And that's like 30 years ago. That's 30 years ago. So like to put it in perspective, I know 30 years sounds like a lot, and to human time frame, 30 years is a lot. You know, that's like almost half our life. But in the grand scheme of things, 30 years is literally nothing. Like I was just thinking, bro. My high school days in 2017. 2017 was 8 years ago. I was just thinking about this the other day. So 8 years 100 times is 800 years, right? So 1%, 8 years is 1% of 800 years. Think about how crazy that is, because 800 years ago, it was the year 1200, 800 years ago. So think about how crazy that is. 1200. Like the year of 1200 is just unimaginable today, right? We can think about it, but we have no idea what it was actually like living during that time. We can only kind of imagine, right? But yeah. So just from now to my high school days, there's already 1% of 800 years. And even 800 years isn't even that much in the grand scheme of things, right?
I miss the 90s modems, 2400 baud, then we got 14.4k baud, and we had BBS servers, not internet, and was only local people, and it was all text-based.
Yeah, no, dial-up internet seems like shit. I've never used dial-up internet, but just saying it seems like shit. I didn't start using the internet till like 2007, 2008. So I have no clue about dial-up internet. I remember when I went over to one of my mom's friend's house, she had a daughter, and she showed me YouTube. This is like 2008, so YouTube was brand new back then. I remember thinking it was just insane. Like YouTube was just unheard of back then. People were just catching on. And then I remember even in 2011, 2012, when, you know, old people heard that you could make money from making videos, nobody believed it. Nobody believed it. They thought you were lying. Like, I would try to explain it to old people, and they thought you were lying. They were saying, oh, those people are lying. They're not actually making money. They're just faking it or whatever, right? People wouldn't believe me. They thought I was just some dumb kid telling them about people making internet money, and I have no idea about money, so they didn't believe me that you could make money on YouTube. This was only like 2011, 2012. Nowadays, everybody knows you can make money from the internet, and you see old people on YouTube all the time. I mean, you're in your 60s, right? But I'm talking about, like, I see people on YouTube, I get recommended videos, people talking to their cars who are like 80 years old, trying to make money on YouTube. It's just crazy, because even just 10 years ago, these people would have been like, you can't make money on the internet. That doesn't make any sense. And now 10 years later, here they are, making money on the internet. These people in their 80s.
So this is where you live, in the Fade?
Yeah, it's crazy. And the gods can't find us here.
Right. We're going to get used to that.
We'll find you in the sun and nice. What's wrong?
It's bad. Look. Deus and Will. Treviso's under attack by a glided dragon.
Damn it. The one who saw Demeter's crossing.
It has to be.
Nev,
What is it?
we heard from the Viper right after the cruise. Another dragon is attacking Minrathous too.
It's... No.
You got back just in time.
What about the gods? Let's get moving.
Alright. What do we know?
2 dragons at once has to be the gods behind it.
Treviso's a merchant city. It has no defenses, and the canals run everywhere. If we don't stop that dragon, people will die.
I have one friend that plays Genshin and she is 79. It's crazy. And there's that old guy that was an army sniper. He is 82. It's amazing how many are.
To go to Treviso.
And leave Minrathous to burn?
Nev.
Yeah, it is amazing. I mean, my grandma is like 10 years older than you, same with my grandpa, and they both watch my YouTube channel. My grandma, I don't know if you've seen that one video where I pretended to be Japanese. My grandma was really worried about me. She called my auntie, and she was like, he's really gone crazy. He's really sick. He thinks he's Japanese. He said he was talking about Nagasaki. He's really lost his mind. She was like really worried about me, my grandma. So she doesn't understand like those type of context clues, but she understands enough to go on YouTube, search up my channel, and watch videos. And she turned 70 like 6 months ago. She's like 10 years older than you.
These old farts stream and have massive followers.
Yeah, see, my grandma, she has MS, so she lives in a retirement home. So for a 70-year-old, she's like 90, her mindset kind of, because she lives in a retirement home with all these 90-year-olds, and she has MS because she needs care, right? Because she can't walk on her own. So she kind of has the mindset of like a 90-year-old. So, but she still uses YouTube, even though she's like 70. She uses YouTube. It's crazy. Yeah, she's 70, but she has like the mindset of like a 90-year-old, and she still uses YouTube.
The shadow dragons will fight, right?
Cool.
But we're the only ones keeping the Venatori in check. And if we fail, the Venatori will take advantage and make a push for the throne and hand the gods the entire Tevinter Empire.
Is there any chance we can...
Damn it! There's no time! I need to go home. I need to be in Minrathous.
And I must go to Treviso. Go where you feel you must. We cannot wait.
What's our move, Fuck?
I can't, like, bro, I can't wait till the days when I'm your age. At the same time, I don't even want to live to be your age. Like, I don't want to be an old man. I feel like, like, people already treat me like shit because I'm a man, right? But I feel like once you're an old man, people treat you even worse. So I don't even really want to live to be an old man. But at the same time, I also can't wait till I'm your age just because of
Well,
AI.
it's that time. You have a good night. Catch you on the flip side.
Alright, you too, man. Have a good night. I'm going to keep playing this for at least 20-30 minutes.
You're not that old yet.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm 23, so by the time I'm your age, it's going to be like the year 2060. We're going to be in the year 2060 by the time I'm your age. So like the world's going to be a whole different place, which is what I'm saying I'm excited for. Like the AI, imagine what the AI will be like and shit. But at the same time, yeah. I don't know, in your 60s, that's getting up there, man. Like the president of the United States is what, 80 years old? Trump is almost 80 now. So compared to Trump, you're young, but 60 is definitely getting up there. I feel old myself and I'm 23.
If you age like me, it's awesome, and just think the stories you can tell the young punks of the future.
That's true. What am I gonna tell? What am I gonna tell people in the future, though? Like, I'm not living through any world wars. I'm not going to any like trenches. I don't got any crazy stories. I'm just staying in my house all day ordering McDonald's.
Age is a mindset until the mind starts to go.
Yeah, I guess in a way, but it's not even about the mind. It's also about the body, right? Like, you can't do the same things physically you could do, obviously, when you were my age, right? My body hasn't gone yet. Like, I still got the, yeah, like it's, I think for me, it's in my mind for sure, my age, but it's also in your body, right? My body isn't aging yet. I don't know which one I want to help. Either one I help, we get to fight a dragon, so it doesn't really matter. Let's just help this one.
We help Nev and Ruffs. But the Treviso civilians.
Oh
No, I don't like it either. But if the Venatori take control of Tevinter, it's gonna get a whole lot worse.
yeah.
Said, two of you should go to Treviso. See if you can help Lucanus get the civilians.
You will tell them about use consoles to play games and people delivering your food, as they will have teleporters by then and stuff like that.
They won't have teleporters, bro. Like, I don't think it's gonna get that crazy within like 40 years, but it'll definitely be a lot different. I don't think it'll be people driving on DoorDash, if DoorDash is even a thing. You know, it'll be fucking drone robots that can deliver your food from the sky within 5 minutes, right? Like right now, I gotta wait sometimes 2 hours to get my DoorDash. But 40 years from now, it's just gonna be some drone that's driven by AI flying in the sky that delivers your food within 5 minutes. Because it'll be the AIs that cook the food at the McDonald's. They'll cook that easily within like a minute or two, and then the drone will just take it and drive it to you within a couple minutes. So you'll have your food within 5 minutes, all done by AI. Something like that. I don't think it'll be teleporters though. That one episode of The Simpsons though, where they had that teleporting shit, I don't know if you've seen that episode. That was pretty cool, but I don't think we'll have teleporters in the future. Because teleportation is really not much different from time travel. I don't think we'll ever have time travel. At least not time travel to the past, because we would have seen it by now. We might have time travel to the future. But at the same time, time travel already does exist to the past. You know, with light. If you look at a planet that's 500 light years away, you're looking at 500 years ago on that planet. Like if you go 500, if we could just teleport 500 light years away from Earth, we could look at Earth and we could see it from 500 years ago. So time travel, in a sense, already does exist, right? I don't know. It's interesting. The secrets to life that we will find out in my lifetime, if I live that long.
You will telephone people how you used to have a body ad. You had to have VR helmet and a fancy suit for VR, as they will just upload themselves in.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing too. I was talking to the AI about that the other day, about uploading consciousness, and I think we could see that in our lifetime too. I mean, at least my lifetime, but you might even see that in your lifetime, because you can easily live another 30 years. But
I wish time travel was a thing.
like I said, it already kind of is. Like we can already look at things from the past, but we can't go to the past. But we can already see things from the past. But yeah, they're gonna be able to upload.
We're already doing that, well, testing it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. See, it's going to be more complicated. Where it's going to be easier to make AI conscious and sentient than it is going to be to upload biological brains to a digital realm. Because you got to think, our consciousness, like our brains are biological. Well,
we have quantum computers.
Yeah.
Now it's scary.
Yeah, quantum computers, and they're still in their infancy. But you got to think, computers are made out of particles, like ones and zeros, where humans are made out of cells. So completely different, right? So it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a long time before we can upload consciousness, because even once we find out what consciousness is, the consciousness that the computers have and the consciousness we have is gonna be different. But I was talking to the AI about that too the other day, and the AI said, well, even though we're cells, even though humans are cells and AI is particles, we're all made of matter. So even though it's like all relative, right? So even though we're made up of different cells, different makeup, we're all made of matter. So it's all the same thing, but it's all different. Really confusing, right? Really complicated shit. Really gets you to think. But yeah.
Our brains still work off electrical pulses that can be converted to binary.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to have to convert it to binary, but like you said, you just brought up the quantum computers, and quantum computers bring a whole different element to binary, because quantum computers can be ones and zeros at the same time. So what binary you're talking about? You're probably talking about quantum binary, right? Not traditional binary. What do they call it? Legacy binary. Because right now the computers we use are on legacy binary. But so they're going to have to find a way to transfer consciousness to quantum binary, which will be very interesting. But yeah, I think I'm gonna head to bed. Well, I'm not gonna go to sleep, but I'm gonna be watching some videos in bed. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, everybody. I like these deep subjects. I always talk about these deep subjects with the AI, because AI, in a sense, is already smarter than most humans, especially with subjects like these, right? So yeah, I like these deep and complex subjects. It really gets you to think about the mysteries of life. But another thing that's crazy, like I was thinking about the other day before I end the stream, is that, and people have brought this up many times, I'm just bringing it up once again, I know, but
the big step in AI will be actually taking human consciousness and making it part of AI.
That's true. I think the big step in AI will be putting it on other planets, because AI doesn't have to breathe, it just needs electricity. It doesn't have to breathe, it doesn't need food, it doesn't need water. We need 3 different things which are more complicated than just energy, electricity. So AI will be able to easily go to other planets. But I think you're right about that too. But the big thing about AI, I think, is going to be creating that super artificial intelligence, where it can even predict. They're saying in the future it's going to be able to cure all things, and that's what they're really excited about, being able to cure all disease and stuff. I'm thinking way bigger than that. I'm thinking like, bro, if we get that super AI and it's able to cure cancer in an instant because it's so smart, it's going to be able to figure out the secrets to the universe and the secrets to life. Like, why does life exist? And I don't care what the answer is, because I've thought it over a lot, and the answer could be something so basic, or there's even a movie I watched one time where it was like people found out the answer to death, what comes after death and what life is about, and then everybody just started to kill themselves because they realized that death is way better than life and there's no point to life, so everybody just started killing themselves, right? Because there's no point to religion, none of it, because the AI already told us what comes after death. So it's a movie I watched, I forget what it's called, where everybody, once they figure out what comes after death and they realize life is pointless, they just kill themselves. But yeah, like, I don't know.
AI will take over the world.
These are some really interesting concepts I like to discuss. And like going back to the thing I wanted to say, the thing I thought about the other day is it's just crazy to think that, and you can put yourself in these shoes too, but I'm in Lethbridge, right? Lethbridge, Alberta. I'm in one tiny area of Lethbridge, Alberta. I mean, most people in Lethbridge don't even know me, but Lethbridge is still just a tiny city in Canada. Most people don't even know in Canada what Lethbridge is, much less in the world what Lethbridge is. So I'm just a tiny part of Lethbridge. Lethbridge is just an absolutely tiny part of the world. The world is a tiny part of our Milky Way, and the Milky Way is just a tiny part of our universe, and our universe is probably just a tiny part of something even bigger, right? So I was thinking about that the other day. I'm just like, holy shit, like I don't know every single cell in my body. I don't even know a single cell in my body. I've never talked to one cell in my body because they're so small. And that compared to the universe and whatever's beyond that, we're the same, right? we're so small and insignificant that none of it really matters, right? In the end. So I think that's what I think with AI is, I think what comes after death and stuff, I think it'll be very profound, and it'll make a lot of people more comforted and happy, but it'll also, I think suicide rates will go through the roof once people find out what is after death, because I think what comes after death, no matter what it is really better than life. And once we figure out that life is pointless and we know it for sure, and that death is something bigger, we become part of something bigger, I think a lot of people are going to end up, offing themselves. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. AI will take over the world and the galaxy.